Hey guys, welcome back to Baseball Bingo. I know a lot of you are super thrilled about trading for Jeff Mathis. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's been pretty exciting this week. Uh, exactly Big Red Fury. Last bingo of Out of the Park 21, because next week we move to 22, new version. So we'll have to hope that our stupid trade proposals hold up. And hello, Luminaire. Um, Also, just I guess for clarification, because there did seem to be some confusion in the chat, uh, 9 innings is on Wednesday night. That is the only night 9 innings appears. Saturday nights we do bingo with Out of the Park. But like, if you like one game, you should just go to the other one too, because it's fun. You get drops for both. And okay, so I guess we're trading for Mathis. I'll show you guys what he looks like. You can see pretty good, catcher. And yeah, we're giving up this guy for Mathis. So yeah, we're gonna do it. And he'll go into our minor league system. But yeah, how have you guys been this week? Did you all watch the Q&A video? I did. I submitted one question about historical play, and they answered it. And yeah, predictably, that's the question I asked. This is the last bingo stream of 21, meaning next week it's bingo in 22. I mean, everything's going to stay the same, I think, except the version. But that does mean that you guys have to think about. Remember, last week I told you that you need to think about what we want to do next week, because we can either continue playing with our Astros for one more week. We can start up perhaps a new franchise and only do the setup stuff, so we wait to do the season until the first weekend in April, or we could do something more tutorial-esque, more of as like an interlude. So think about that, and at the end of the stream, we'll all make a decision together. It's going to be what you guys want. Going to import, well, yes, if that's what you guys want and you want the Astros, we'll import the Astros save. So, and hello, Breeze. Okay, so we're trading Moises Arias, who wasn't that like a Disney Channel like star in the mid 2000s, for Jeff Mathis. So let's do this. Sweet, we've done it. We have obtained Jeff Mathis, who is now hanging out probably in our DF, I think. Yeah, okay. You have to be on the 40 man? That's fine. We'll put you on the 40 man. But you're going down to Round Rock. Start fresh. You hate the Astros. Well, like I said, we are going to do. We're going. Maybe I'll make a poll at the end and we'll vote. Okay. And whoop and hello, Brent. 70 capture ability, not the real Mathis. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. By the way, Pudge is no longer on the team. He got DFA'd because he regressed real hard. Trading a Disney star for Jeff Mathis, exactly. So, in any case, welcome to Baseball Bingo, where we simulate a season of baseball, and as certain things happen, we mark them on our card. More on the card in a bit, but, you know, since we have been playing this for a few seasons, what happened during the off season? What did I do that was not enough to save this team? Because my options were really terrible. Okay. So, here we go. So what we did, and why is this not centered? What happened here? I don't know. There we go. We're going to pretend that that was centered to begin with. Okay. So, this is the draft pick slide, we'll get back to that. Trades. I only did one trade, and that was Mark Sacomano for Travis Scott. And I wrestled a lot with figuring out who I would trade and who I would trade them for, because I wanted to pick up some left-handed batters. That was an issue last time, where our batting was good. We just didn't have left-handers, so we kind of just sucked all around. Because of that, I didn't do as much as I wanted, and I wasn't able to find a second baseman that we could afford, or that I could get in free agency very cheap. So awards, we did get an award this time. We got a Gold Glove for Jack E. Wilson at shortstop. Hall of Fame, Ricky Henderson and Lee Smith made it in. And for draft picks and free agents, so for draft picks, I went with Mark Melanson. Koji Uehara apparently was a person that just was a free agent that got signed in 2009. What year? What year is it? 2000. Yeah, 2009. That I probably should have remembered. So I'm a fake fan. But I picked him up for our bullpen because we did have a couple of sketchy relievers. So he's already on the team. Todd Glassman, Grant Green, and Jose Jimenez. There were a lot of really well-known people in this draft, like Mike Trout. But it was very, very pitching heavy, and a lot of the batting stars did not look good. For free agents, I picked up Aubrey Huff and Garrett Anderson. I picked them up as left-handed batters for positions that we needed. Like we lost Nomar, so Aubrey Huff, I believe, is the infielder, and Garrett Anderson is the outfielder that we took. So, yeah. Okay. And yes, let's be nice about the Astros. We don't need to say mean things about them. All right, and you guys are considering a tutorial. Okay. So, we've improved our rapping skills. Hopefully, Dogberry, hopefully. So I'm going to show you guys, I guess, who is on our team. Cuff should help with clubhouse chemistry, ... Okay, so I guess I will show you who is still on the team. It's largely the same as last year, with some differences. Also, I didn't take anyone in the Rule 5 draft, but we did lose Alex Cora. Okay, so we have a bunch of starters. Our manager has only labeled 4 of them because I did a trade. But we have Hiroki Kuroda. We have Wandy Rodriguez, who is another pitcher. Daisuke Matsuzaka and Felipe Paulino. So these are all players. Yeah, okay. So Stripes is an underrated movie. You hear Aubrey Huff saying, oh boy. All right, so Koji has moved into the closing position, which, that was what he was famous for doing. And we have Francisco Cordero as our relief pitcher. Remember, he was the free agent that we picked up that was really, really good. Chad Qualls is our setup. He's going to be free agent at the end of this year. Alfredo Aceves is one of our other relievers. Luke Gregerson, another one. We got him in a trade with Kansas City. So, yeah, I think they're probably, our manager is probably going to move Steve Everts here into the final starter role, because right now he's a reliever, but I think he probably can start, but he's not going to be that fantastic at it. But we really just don't have anyone. Or John Lester. It could move John Lester back in there. But both of them have very similar issues. But like when we have no money because our owner sucks, our owner so generously was like, I'll increase your scouting budget to $2 million after the off season, and I'm like, you're mean. Yeah, 35 controller roll. That's not great. Used to have a panic attack thinking about him, about Aceves. All right, so who's in our lineup? So Coco Crisp is still our center fielder, because he was fantastic doing that. Mike Lowell is still our third baseman because there's no reason to get rid of him. Lance Berkman, still our first baseman. I didn't end up getting rid of Berkman. I got rid of Scott, but I also, no one would take Berkman for anything reasonable. Right field is Hunter Pence. We have Jack E. Wilson, of course, at shortstop. We have Travis Scott here. We picked him up to replace Pudge, and he's a lefty catcher, and he's now taking over. So he will be good. And Chris Burke is one of our utilities, but he's currently playing second base. Could not find a second baseman that we could afford. Have I seen his swing? I mean, not really. And then we have Tim Raines, who's our left fielder, who is a fantastic left fielder, but he can't really hit. It's interesting that our manager is putting him in over Garrett Anderson, who I really picked up to be in left field. So we'll have to see. I may force Garrett Anderson in here as opposed to Tim Raines. So we do have some people on the bench. We have J.R. Towles at our backup catcher. So he's, doing what he does. We have Aubrey Huff here as a first baseman, infield sort of utility. Interesting that we're choosing to put in Lance Berkman over him, but I digress. We still have Mike Holloman on the team to take over some of the other utilities. We have Adam Everett here, still, another fantastic shortstop. And then we have Garrett Anderson, who can play left field. And we have Eric Brundtland, who can play basically anywhere. Play left, play center. So we have all, I know, boo Aubrey Huff is what I was able to pick up. Blame the bad free agent class. If you're wondering where Mike Trout ended up, he ended up on the Burlington Bees for Kansas City. So if you're a Royals fan, you got Mike Trout. Okay, so we're going to start our season, I think. So according to the preseason predictions, we are supposed to come in second in our division. We're supposed to win 88 games. None of our players, with the exception of Rodriguez here, are supposed to do very well. Sheets pitching to Towels would be really fun. And Hero Driver, I'm stoked for 22. Okay, so we're supposed to win 88 games. I think that's questionable, particularly if this is what our manager wants us to have. But we will check back halfway through the season, and if Raines and Berkman are all doing silly, then we will change that. Your favorite will be Alan Anderson against Andy Allenson. I mean, I really liked Will Smith pitching to Will Smith. So where did Sheets is somewhere. We can look to see where Sheets is. Ben Sheets is on the Brewers. Okay, so we are about to start bingo. So let me bring up bingo card here so you guys can see. So welcome to bingo. As I stated previously, every time something happens while we are simulating here, and something happens are these things on the right, we put our token on one of these squares. 5 in a row, we get a prize. So as you can see, we have a free space, and since Mike Lowell already exists on the team, we can sort of, already plug that. But I made the card earlier, and I was looking at it. It doesn't look awful. N, I think, is actually kind of tricky unless Koji gets Rookie of the Month. I down is possible. Does anyone have any idea if you'll be able to get early access on Steam? You will not. So yeah, I also think the second column could be possible if we lose by more than 10 runs. But we also have to decide who our star player is before we begin. So we have some options here. for who we want the star player to be. We could go with Cordero or Koji. Like, if we want a batter, I think Berkman or Lowell is probably the choice. If we want a pitcher, I think Kuroda might. You guys, Jeff Mathis is in our minor league system. We can't have Mathis. Mathis does not have a place on our lineup right now. Hitting streak would not be easy, yeah. So, not counting Mathis, who do we want here? There's also a chance that Wandy Rodriguez could get it. The OSA seem to really like him. But who do we want? Here, I will show you guys here. So, like I said, Berkman is not a terrible choice. Mike Lowell is not a bad choice. If you want a pitcher, Kuroda may not be terrible. Cordero or Koji may not be awful, but they're not starters. Rodriguez could potentially be a choice. All right. You like Koji's chances at Rookie of the Month. I think he might have it. All right, so we have a vote for Kuroda. Yeah, you can choose whoever you want, Dogberry. And you've seen worse relievers win it. That doesn't mean worse relievers will win it. All right, we have one for Kuroda, one possible for Uehara. All right, we have one for Mike Lowell. What do we all want here? Because I do actually think, like, if you ask me, I think the logical choice here is Berkman or Kuroda. That's not your style. All right, so lots of Berkmans coming in. Okay, so we'll have Berkman be our player, our star player. We are paying him $20 million after all. Okay, so it is opening day. Let's try not to totally stink. Okay, well, I guess we totally stink. But that's on our card, getting shut out. And our token this week is Mike Lowell, because I was lazy. That's really the only reason. So I don't have any other excuse. You love Berkman. He was one of your team leaders in Perfect Team 19. That's pretty cool. You guys excited for like Perfect Team and Perfect Draft and stuff? I think it'll be neat. I'll try Perfect Draft out, but don't know if I'll do much of it. If I like it, it could be very, very addicting. All right. Well, we have a day-to-day injury, not a pitcher injury, I might add, but we do have a day-to-day. We also have a couple guys on our injured list that we're gonna have to figure out something to do. Oh yeah, Michael started a charity, but that I got the decision for before. It's the reason you didn't skip 22. That's pretty cool, Dogberry. And Berkman's highest salary in reality was $14.5 million. Well, looks like he's better paid here. But before we continue, we do have a couple of injured players. Carlos Lee is going to come back next week, and I was thinking maybe we could try to trade him to get prospects. Unfortunately, when I tried before, nobody wanted him. And then Rincon will be coming back, and he's another one we consider possibly trading. I tried to trade these guys before, but I think because of the injuries, the AI didn't want them. 17 million, but no one wanted him because he was injured. Oh, we went into extra innings. That's another one for the card. Looking forward to Perfect Draft. Yeah, Perfect Draft, I'm very, very interested, and I will try it. Okay, so we are slowly filling out the second row. This would be quite embarrassing if we get all but one there. Okay, time to face the Pirates. We have swept the Pirates. That is good. That goes on our card. We only need a couple of lopsided games. We do. We really do. We need to lose one quite badly, and we also need to win one. But additionally, we could, if we get 3 or more All-Stars and we get Pitcher of the Month, we could do it as well. So our card is filling up decently. All right, okay, Carlos Lee is eligible to come off. So I wonder if we can trade him. Well, I don't want to trade him to the Orioles. I just want to shop him. Because we don't really need him. We have Carlos Lee on a discount. Well, nobody wants him. What if we retain 50% of his contract? Will nobody still want him? Oh, here we go. The problem is that I don't want to take on somebody that we're going to have to, like, keep in the majors. Okay, so people are offering prospects. I kind of just want to dump him. So this guy is injured. He's an inner ear infection. He's a prospect. Carlos Lee was so good in MVP 2005. I mean, he's been okay. Not for us, though. Like, he hasn't done anything. Maybe play Carlos and let him bid trade value. Yeah, but okay, here's why I don't want to do that. Because our roster is already full, and we have 2 guys that can play his position. So unless we dump somebody else, I don't want to do that because I already constructed this team. And I kind of just want to dump him. It's not a very smart decision, I understand. But part of me, that's what I'm thinking, Dogberry, is 3-star prospect or higher. Because if we can pick up a 3-star prospect or higher, we can perhaps get him. But they're not offering any. So before we do that, let's look at the top prospects. Okay, well, Mike Trout. We pick up Pablo Sandoval. Pablo Sandoval, the catcher. In theory, we could. Another issue that I had is no one can afford, like, any contracts. It's pretty terrible. Sandoval has outstanding catcher ability, yeah. Mike Trout just got drafted, so we can't trade for him. Okay, let's go down a little bit. Maybe we can get Kyle Seager. Trade for player. No, you were drafted less than a year ago. Can I trade for you? Okay. Eric Young for Carlos Lee. Colorado can't afford it. No one can afford any of the contracts. Royals legend Mike Trout. Really? This must be a joke. It's not a joke. Okay. They would do it if we give them a pitcher, because I guess they don't have pitchers, or Hunter Pence. I really don't want to keep this guy. Like, no one can afford him, which is why. Okay, I think what we do here. Sure, Felipe Lopez. It doesn't really matter which one I'm going for. What I'm actually trying to do here is, so we would have to pay 50%. But if we're gonna do that, give us this guy who's eligible for Rule 5. No. Wait, would you give us Freddie Freeman? No. Can Freddie Freeman play? No, he can't play yet. Should trade for Trout when he's available because the Royals don't deserve him. The Royals are not going to be trading him. All right, what about D. Gordon? Okay, what if we remove Lopez? Freddie Freeman. We retain 100% of him? No, nobody wants him. Freeman isn't that bad, but he's... Okay. You know what? I would do Charlie Morton. Let me see if I can... They would do it for Morton. Oh, okay. Here, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Morton. And then they would take this guy. I guess they want him. Okay, let me add him. Can we grab anybody else? Try reliever? Well, we're going to get one. Would you give us Antonio Lamas with that? No, because he just got drafted. Hernan Perez. Make this work? Would you take another? No. Okay. We're just going to do this. I don't want to spend too much time on doing this. So I guess we're going to trade for Charlie Morton, who I think we're going to send down to the minors. So let's do this. Let me... Okay, we'll add you to the 40-man because we have room for that. And send you down. Okay. We have done it. We have traded for a 3-star prospect or higher. Hooray. The Braves are now going to do really well. So... But yeah, that was one thing I had an issue with during this off season is nobody could afford like anyone. Ah, yes, he has decent personality stats. We can even look at his edit in the editor. He's high leader, high work ethic, and low greed. So you can take, if you're curious about how to find personality stats, you can look in the editor. So he has good work ethic. He has good loyalty too. His adaptability is not terrible. Handle success, handle failure, and handle critics is really good. Yes, the tutorial Krakens. But yeah, so he looks fine. We're going to keep him there for now. He's unhappy because we demoted him, and probably because of reasons. But if our pitching starts to fall off, we can bring him up. Which wasn't helpful last time when all of our batters were not doing well. Okay, so Miguel Cabrera is on the Twins now, by the way. Okay, Eric Burns and Matt Wieters are the players of the week. Yeah, that's about it looks like. Yeah, okay, so we did get that. So our bingo card is actually coming in. We have 3 in 3 different directions, and I think that's great. If you're doing a historic replay, what's the best way to guarantee your prospects will turn out good? Do you have recalc on, or do you not have it on? Because that changes the answer greatly. When you take you turn personalities off, a lot of people do. It's not for everyone. And Michael Starburst pattern, yes. We almost swept. Recalc off. Pump money into development and micromanage your minors. Check player ratings to make sure that you are putting players in the correct position, and make sure your minor league coaches match the types of players on those teams. Okay, so the Brewers just swept us, which some people might say that that's a bad thing. Here on Baseball Bingo, we like getting swept exactly once, particularly when it helps us in our attempts to get bingo. So if we get Rookie of the Month, we could get bingo. Ooh, if we lost 8-14, that's not nearly enough. Okay, so go into the month of May. You gotta manage a bunch of personalities at work. You don't want to do that when you're playing out of the park. I mean, it definitely takes some getting used to. I don't mind it. I don't find it to be that difficult, but that's me personally. Okay, Rincon can come off the injured list. So we're actually gonna we might dump him. I do want to look at our bullpen because does anyone horribly suck? Koji is not doing so hot here. Doubt you're getting I wonder if it would be worth it to send Lester back down. Became less about I gotcha. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be worth it for us to send Lester back down and then put Rincon in the bullpen. What do we think? Do we like that idea? Because I don't want to send Koji down. He's actually had 4 saves. He's walked 4 people, but yeah, Rincon looks better. No, I don't disagree. In your historical sin, you had Tim Raines, and he suddenly lost the ability to play second base. Does that happen because he moved up to the outfield in real life? If you have historical recalc on, then yes. It will automatically do that. And if you don't know whether or not you had it on, you had it on. Because you have to turn it off manually. Alright, so I think we're going to send Lester down. Because he doesn't look so good. And we can. So let's put Rincon back on here. If you don't know if you have it on or not, then you have it on because you have to turn it off manually. So we have Carl Crawford and Carlos Gomez as our players of the week. We have Maglio and Shane Victorino. There's the league. Dave R. Roberts leaving baseball. Not to be confused with the other Dave Robertses. Okay. Pujols is now on the Athletics. Joey Votto got Rookie of the Year. So we have to check for the Red Hat Conspiracy in 2 of the 3 monthly awards for our league. So we had Casimir and Maine. Casimir got the Cy Young, I think. And then we had Jesus Castillo and Matthew Joyce. So we don't get anything there. All right, we've played. Let's look at the standings. I'm not going to look at the team stats until the end of next month. We are in 2nd place, but the division just started. Not division. The season just started. Boo, bad days. All right. So it looks like in the AL East, the Rays are leading quite significantly over everyone else. The Royals are leading the Central, and the Mariners are leading the West. The Mets, the Reds, and the Dodgers are leading their divisions. And for the wild cards, it looks like the Red Sox are leading the wild card chase, and the Phillies are leading it as well. So yes, it is bingo time. Pockets ain't full. So let's continue onward. And hopefully we have some very big wins and losses as we play against the Atlanta Braves. And, well, we did shut them out, but we already did that, I think. Oh, no, we did not do that yet, so let me mark that. We have shut out a team. That goes on our card. Yeah, so what feature of the franchise mode in Out of the Park 22 are you guys looking forward to the most after now that we've seen the Q&A? I'm intrigued about the coaches. So, all over the place. Okay, so we shut out the Braves. That was helpful to us. Really, Chicago, you couldn't get 3 more runs off of us? Really? Unacceptable. And Travis Scott is day to day. The coaching changes look so cool. So Lance Berkman got injured. I don't know if that counts as doing something. He's day to day for a day. What if they'd prevented 3 more runs? But we need to lose by 10 or more runs. All right, Carlos Gomez has a hitting streak. Okay, players of the week. We're never going to beat Joey Votto. Him with his red hat. Okay. That counts? We got a message. It counts. What do we think? Does Lance Berkman getting a day-to-day injury count as him doing something? Yes, we did get notified about it. Okay. I want more input. Oh, Garrett Anderson. I have been unhappy about my role on this team. Okay, you want to give him time. All right. Unhappy with my role on this team, and I hate coming to the ballpark lately. I feel I'm a part of the starting lineup, and I hope you consider giving me the respect I deserve. See, the funny part is I wanted you to play in left field. Let me take a look here. Yeah, we're forcing you at left field. We're forcing him there. You don't think we've seen the last of Chris Davis's 237 average with 40 homers? Yeah, we're forcing Garrett Anderson to be the starter here. So, is that Garrett Anderson or Derek Bell? I don't know. I think in the past we have usually counted this as not being angry enough. We could, in theory, leave him off and have him be super, super, super angry. But, like, let's be real here. Tim Raines is hitting 168. He should not be batting. Okay, so, we won by more than 10 runs. Or 10 or more. So that goes. Hooray! We're bullying the Rockies. I'm sorry if you're a Rockies fan. So now we need the 10 or more runs. Does the manager overvalue speed or defense? We can check. I don't remember, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, also our fan loyalty went down because, like, I got rid of a bunch of popular players. So our manager favored no. So this is I know what happened here. So something that the AI generally does is when it creates lineups, it will tend to pick the player that has a better position rating over a one that has a lesser one and can bat, even when the manager attributes are set otherwise. It does that here. So I'll show you the here's Tim Raines. He's hitting 168. He has 80 in left field. If we take a look at Garrett Anderson, hitting 405, obviously, but lesser ability in left field. It's picking Raines over Anderson because of the position rating. So if we take a look here at the personnel, if we look at the manager, Keiyu Zhou, he actually favors power and offense over defense and speed, but he's taking Tim Raines' position rating. Someone got from 20 plus. So Pump wants us to count that as an angry email. Do you guys concur? Alright, so top player is Seth Smith and Josh Reddick. Oh yeah, Jeter's got Derek Jeter with a beard. Has number 2500. Looks like Klesko got the cycle. So we can that's the thing. We want to count that. And did we want to count Lance Berkman getting a day-to-day injury? He's coming to the ballpark, sounds pretty angry. Alright, and did we want to count Lance Berkman getting a day-to-day injury as him doing something? Because, I mean, that seems a little silly. And the card doesn't know what to do with itself. It's the most he's gonna do all season. Well, with that attitude, it certainly will be. Distress? No to day-to-day. Yeah, I don't think that's him doing something. I say we count Berkman as not doing something. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, well, angry email didn't help us all that much. But let's continue on here. Oh, that's our front office, not the team schedule. Yeah, so our owner only let me increase the scouting budget to $2 million, and I was very angry. It's like, this is why our team sucks. You don't let me scout anything. Bergman, you can't even properly get injured. Well, we have a good trainer, which is why, actually, knock on wood. I don't want us to get 5,000 pitching injuries. 1 is acceptable. And we are losing. No early access on Steam. Okay, 10-9 versus the Rangers. Okay, we're gonna check the stats. If we get that question one more time, I'm actually gonna put a text prop on the screen that says that. You do get the discount, yes. Okay. So we are playing pretty poorly. We're playing 500 ball because probably we can't hit. It could be our bullpen too, but it looks like an offense problem to me. This looks very offense-like. 0-9. Yeah, we need 0-10. Okay. And we won 4-0. So Houston, they had a problem. Yeah. Well, we have problems too. So let's look here. Oh, Garrett injuries. Another. Oh, Adam Ottavino's injured. Hopefully that doesn't happen in real life. Andre Ethier and Jason Bartlett. Season ends for pie. That's funny out of context. Just pie in general. The food. It's injured. Okay, why are we not doing anything? We're punchless in a 9-0 loss to the Rangers. Well, it wasn't enough. Alright, Stewart is the player of the week, and Brad Hawk. P. Alright. Matt Holliday. I sound like Dish. Okay, 350 wins for Maddox. We're not doing well. Okay, so All-Star voting has begun. Doubt we're getting anybody. Alright, so we have David Ortiz, who's now on the Mariners. Manny Machado viciously dug his mouth into it. Oh no, mushroom, no. So Jerry Hermida is the best batter. Pitchers. Okay, so batters are Fields and Hermida. Pitchers are Felix Hernandez and Curtis Pasma. And rookies are Josh Reddick and Charlie Blackmon. See, I tried to get you, but it was too expensive. Yeah, early access gains are wiped, yes. David Arias, back to the M's. Okay, so let's take a look. We have fallen all the way to 5th place. We're 5 games back. The Brewers are on top again. So the Rays, the White Sox, the Mariners, the Tigers are all the teams vying for playoff spots. The Mets, the Brewers, the Giants, and the Dodgers. So what the heck is going on with their team? I assume it's the batting again. It's the batting again and our bullpen. Okay, let's take a look here. So on paper, we should be hitting okay. There is no reason why we should not be hitting. Now, I have set our coaches and our manager to fit this team. That is one thing I did do during the off season. So I think these guys have just lost the will to live. Let me check their team chemistry, which is probably going to be pretty dismal because they're losing. No, they're content. These guys literally have just lost the will to live because, like, if we look at the personnel, the manager is fine, fits their profiles. Baber, I should be making 7 figures here. I mean, like, maybe the strategy is not that great. We can look at the strategy. Maybe have a little bit more hit and run. But this is not terrible for them. Our hitting coach is a contact hitter. I mean, he was the best I could do. They're content with losing. They just don't want to win. Our pitching coach is for ground ballers, and the pitching was not an issue last year. It was that they could not hit. So let's take a look at who's failing at pitching the most. So it looks like Koji and possibly Gregerson. Oh dear. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're sending you down. We're gonna demote you. And we're gonna bring up Melanson. They don't want to win, but they don't want to get smoked by 10 runs either. Yeah, they have lost the will to live. Reigns here, we want to keep on the team, probably, unless he's doing really, really horribly. Okay, who has the worst OBP? Adam Everett. I mean, you're on here for defense purposes, so you can stay. Towel. Or it's our utility guys that are messing everything up. Okay. I don't know if we have a utility guy that we can bring up, though. Ivan DeJesus, maybe next year. See, like, some of these guys, because we had no depth in our farm system, and now we're actually not terrible. But these guys have just lost the will to hit baseballs. Like, there is no reason for this. Like, the drop off here is, most of these guys are hitting well, but the drop off here is not good. And it's our utilities. Let me see if there's any interesting waiver wire pickups. No. Sawyer Carroll, no. We just don't have the bats. We don't have the bats. We don't have the money for half of the people to come up. So we're just going to sit here in mediocrity. The humidity is a reason alone. Okay, so while these guys have decided that they don't want to play well, we're going to continue onward here. Former Red Sox, Matt Merton. Okay, we have Francis Cordero, who has a injury. Oh, Tim Wakefield threw a shutout. That's cool. PM from Garrett Anderson. Oh, now he's very happy playing in Houston. I'd like to stick around after my contract expires at the end of the season, but I need to know if you're willing to work with me on a new deal. I mean, we could extend you. I would give him an extension for 1 year. Yeah, sure, I'll meet his demand there. I'll do that. At least he's nuts for wanting to live. Yeah, first he wanted to leave, and now that he gets to play every day, he's just like, I love this place. Oh, Aubrey Huff is gonna be angry at us. Okay, so Aubrey Huff wants to be in the lineup. Okay, we're gonna put him, I think, in the lineup. Because we have Lance Berkman in the lineup. Ugh, okay. Sorry, Aubrey, you're gonna have to be angry. How close are we to bingo? Frustratingly close. Frustratingly close. Put him at catcher? No, we don't. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We are not putting him at catcher because that would cause us to lose even more games. Alright, these guys have decided they don't want to win. Koji for Rookie of the Month. Ugh, I hope. But he's not doing so great. Like, he's actually not performing well at all. Like, he's making saves, but lose by 10? We haven't. We haven't. Alright, top performer, Joyce and Aramis Ramirez. Alright. Nothing else, none of these people are on our team. Reynolds has the season end. Okay. Oh, Knurko is 300 homers, and Gary Sheffield. Yeah, Gary Sheffield's now on the Red Sox. Would we lose by 10 if we put him at catcher? Not necessarily. There's a meaningless game. We could have position players pitch, or some really bad minor leaguer. We could lose by 10. We'll see. When we get to the end of the season, we can try to do that if we don't get it before. Another setback for Wainwright. What era is this? Well, it's 2009, but the way our hitters have decided to hit, you would think it would be the dead ball era. Okay, we lost. We lost by 10. We lost by 10. And we didn't need to mess with position players to do it. We did it. Oh, big pre-Empire. Yeah, before the dark times, before the Empire. We did it. Woo, hooray. Okay, so what did we get for bingo? It's very predictably a perfect points giveaway. So, all right, I'm going to start the giveaway. There's going to be 3 winners of 15,000 perfect points. We're going to leave it running for a little bit. Don't type ticket yet because I haven't started it. But if you win the giveaway, you will have to message me your perfect team username. So let's go. Now you can enter. There is no call your shot here. So yes, go, go, go. But yeah, so this is giveaway. Make sure that you type an exclamation point ticket. Only enter once, because if you enter multiple times, you will be kicked. So don't do that. Alright, you are all just entering. So lovely. Okay. As you were entering that, Cricket. Yeah. That's pretty good, Teddy Cricket. All right, so you are all entering that. Let's continue on. We'll go probably till the All-Star break till I close it, so you'll have a little bit of time to enter it. And now we're going to hope that our team decides to do stuff. Oh, there goes our shortstop. There goes our shortstop. He's out for 3 months. Who's taken over for him? Everett. We might need to bring up... Do we have another shortstop? We might have to bring up DeJesus. No, we'll leave Everett for now, but considering our players can't hit, we don't need another first baseman. I would not be opposed to putting DeJesus on here just for some experience. I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna put DeJesus on here. It's likely gonna put an Everett over him. You feel Mathis playing shortstop? No. If we have a catcher injury, I'll put Mathis on. Ivan Jr., you're guessing? I believe so. Okay, so let's see. We have Derek Jeter and Charlie Blackmon as players of the week, which, well, I guess we don't really care now. Oh yeah, Pedroia is still on the Red Sox. He is not off there. All right. So let's continue on here, and we'll take a look at our stats and stuff at the end here. Okay, here's a question for you guys. What card do you want to see most in Perfect Team? We got Pitcher of the Month! It's Daisuke! Alright. Did you know that Daisuke Matsuzaka is still pitching in Japan? Okay, so we got Shin-Soo Choo and Seth Smith are the players of the week. Players are developing and not developing. Alright, June's players of the month are Jim Thome and Adam LaRoche, Fausto Carmona and Daisuke Matsuzaka. We'd like to see One Hit Wonder, Miguel Delone. Ooh. I would like to see 2007, Mike Lowell. We have Matthew Joyce and Alejandro de Aza. So, ooh, Lonnie Smith. That's a good choice. So if we take a look at the standings, well, we're now in second place in our division, behind the Brewers. Looks like the White Sox have taken over the Central Division. And that appears to be it, although the Giants are now in the race for the wild card. Peak Nick Markakis. Okay, let's see their team statistics. Our pitching is a problem because we just have poor pitchers. Why? Our zone rating and our defensive efficiency are fantastic. And we're first in strikeouts. But we're walking a lot of guys, and we just can't hit the ball for some inexplicable reason. They just don't want to hit the ball. He lost his eye in the field coaching his son. I think I've heard of him, actually. Here we are, losing lots of games to go back down to the bottom of our division. Alright. Veteran Young hits 3. Sounds like your team. Yeah, these guys. Gone. 3 home runs for McCann. Alright, let's see what our owner thinks. I reviewed the goals I have set out for you. My comments are below. I'm very happy with your 41-40 record so far. Keep up the good work. Improve team stats. When I said I wanted you to work on the team bullpen ERA, I expected more results by now. Time is running out. Well, listen. I brought in a bunch of nice pitchers. They just suck. Build my farm. I would definitely like to see us with a better farm system. I told you that, and I would appreciate some progress towards that. I'm disappointed right now with your effort toward this goal. Listen, this would be easier if you did not cap my scouting budget. It would be a lot easier for me to do that and pick up good prospects if my scouting were better. Also, I'm not in a very good position because we had no farm. What is our farm at? Are we still pathetic? I think we're probably still pathetic. I never pay attention to this. Oh, we actually have a prospect on here, though. I picked up Charlie Morton. We've improved. We now have one top 100 prospect in our system. Okay, expiring personal contract info. Actually, let me take a look at our bench coach. Is our bench coach caught? Maybe our bench coach is causing it. Actually. I think I want a new bench coach. Okay. It may actually be the bench coach causing a problem, because go like this. Good development. You know, I'm gonna get this guy. That may be the issue here. Rangers legend Buddy Bell. I don't think he's that good of a bench coach for us, though. And he may be the one actually causing issues because he may be influencing them not to hit. How's Round Rock doing? Round Rock is doing great. Okay. The bench coach is like the monsters from Space Jam, is sucking all the power from the hitters. I know, like, Bell is still a Rangers legend. You know, I would not be surprised, Dogberry, if that were the case. And DeLone had 6 homers in 12 seasons. That's interesting, Sports Ghost. And Sports Ghost is a pretty fantastic name. Okay, how is Lancaster doing? Lancaster's doing horrible. I probably should just gut all these guys. Actually, Hjelmstad had cool stats, so I wanted to keep Hjelmstad. Hitting coach. Right. Oh, how's Tri-City doing? Our farm sucks. Thank you for the compliment. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Ruben Hernandez was like actually good. I remember that. We'll also offer an extension to the hitting coach, and Perez. Yeah, this guy sucks. It's like you're the ghost of all sports. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna have anybody on here because we're not that good. And let's head a little bit more. We're probably going to get notification about the bench coach, and our bench coach will be very angry because we fired him. Okay. All right, we have Jed Lowry and Josh Hamilton as the players of the week. So, not on our team. All right. Trade proposal from the Mets. Oh, 5 hits for Red Sox Murphy, but not Sean Murphy. Sorry, OOTP meme lord. Okay, so they would send Marlon Byrd for Garrett Anderson. No. Why would we do this? No. Oh, they traded Alex Cora. Okay. Yeah, we lost Alex Cora in Rule 5, but he wasn't that good, so. Yeah, not Sean Murphy. I'm sorry. Okay, the White Sox want to send a bad catcher. And this guy's actually. He's actually. Not fantastic. Getting Felipe Paulino. Yeah, why would you think we would agree to that? Okay, All-Star Game rosters. Who did we get? We probably got one. Lance Berkman. Well, he did something. And Hunter Pence. Stupid trade proposal. Yeah, but we already got Ringo. Okay. Ramirez receives updated diagnosis. Hanley Ramirez. We're not going to have anybody at the prospects one, I don't think. So, let's see. Actually, maybe we get one. No, we don't get any. Berkman did something for once, not when we needed him to. Okay. So today is the home run derby. Oh, Matt Carpenter is the rising talent MVP for the prospect game. All right, so Mark Teixeira and Mendy Lopez are the players of the week. Let's go to the home run derby. Sorry, Aubrey Huff. Okay, so Ryan Braun, and he bested Mark Teixeira. Houston and Huff may part ways. No, we're not. And the All-Star game is today. So, we did not win the All-Star game. It was hosted by the Braves. Okay. So the Rockies would send us Willingham. Why do you think we need a left fielder? And Pedro Trout. You would be fantastic in 1926. And they want Paulino. We're not doing that. Like, we're not going to make the playoffs, but I'm not selling away all my pieces for it. Aubrey Huffgard. Like, I want to put him in over Berkman. But Berkman is good. Like, I guess we'll shop Berkman and see. Nobody wants him. No one wants him because of his amount. So, and also Aubrey Huff is good to keep around. Shop Huff. I don't want to shop Huff though because Huff is a really good first baseman. And also Huff getting angry at us helps us in our bingo pursuits. The 2011 Cardinals are on the phone here. We can shop Huff. I can show you. Oops, not trade away. People will want Huff because he's cheap. But unless they're offering, like, we will Huff and Puff next year. Well, unless they're offering, like, somebody fantastic. Actually, they're offering Johan Santana, but we can't afford that. Like, see, they're not offering anybody that's, like, outstanding for him. But we can't afford Johan. Okay. Get Papelbon. Just keep reuniting the 2007 Red Sox. When the Yankees signed him, the draft pack went to the Angels who picked Mike Trout. Mark Teixeira is directly responsible. Okay, so the giveaway, I'm ending the giveaway. Can't enter anymore. So there are going to be 3 winners. If you win the giveaway, you have to DM me your perfect team username. So you can either do that on Twitch or Discord. Oh, LFC, you just missed it. Stop typing ticket. You can't enter anymore. You can tell me your username either by messaging me on Twitch or on Discord. So you were doing laundry. Listen, the laundry is a little bit more important. So let's draw some winners. All right, Jordan Epstein has won. Okay, are we going to get all J's today? Okay, winner number 2. Cito00. So Cito, congratulations, and Jordan. And one more, FCF Pal. Okay, so message me with your perfect team username on Twitch or on Discord. And congratulations to all 3 of you. Alphabetical order confirmed. Wait, that was not alphabetical. So you can do that by messaging. So YukarinKazami is my name on Twitch. It's in the title of the stream. Or on Discord, my username is Kazami Yukarin. So you can message me and I will make sure that you get your perfect points. You knew it was rigged, can't think of good. You all say it's rigged. So yeah, just get me your perfect team usernames as soon as you can. And I will make sure that you get your perfect points. Okay, so we are finishing up the next half of the season. The Mets want Marlon Byrd, another left fielder, and Josh Tolley. But we have Jeff Mathis. We don't need another catcher. Everyone wants Felipe Paulino, and we're not getting rid of him. I don't want to put him on the untouchable because, like, he, in case next week, if we want to keep playing this, we want to do something else. And we want a stupid trade proposal, assuming that still exists. All right, they would give us Willingham. I don't understand why they think we need left fielders. I really don't. We're not giving you Sean Doolittle, who appears to be also playing right field. Okay. These are the points. Oh my god. No, we don't worry. We make sure everyone gets the points. Willingham used to be an above average catcher. Braves would give us this second baseman. We really do need a good second baseman. For Hunter, no, you are asking for way too much in return. For Kelly Johnson. Way too much in return. You forgot that Doolittle was a converted pitcher? Yeah, he showed up in the draft as a first baseman. Okay, now you guys are just getting silly. Okay, Pedroia and Bruce are the players of the week. But yeah, now they're all gonna just keep asking us for. They would give us Heath Bell. He's actually a good reliever. That's not that bad. What do you want? They would want David Cooper, Jimenez, who's a good catcher, and Vladimir Sutil. This one may not be terrible. Cooper is the big piece here. He's also one of our only prospects that's in the top 100. If you're wondering what happened to him in real life, he played in Toronto a few years, but never did much. You wouldn't do it? See, I wouldn't mind getting the relief pitcher, considering that actually our relievers seemed to have stabilized, so maybe it isn't worth it. The ERAs are kind of yikes. I mean, ERA is not necessarily a good metric, but we'll pass, I think. Cooper could have a future on this team. How's the reliever's contract? I don't even, let me look. Not Kansas City, San Diego. I don't even remember what it was. Juan Rincon is having an UGG season. Yeah, I mean, he was better than Lester, though. Like, Rincon, he's having an UGG season. That may be an off-season thing. We're not giving you Doolittle. I would shop Rincon. No, that's lineups. I would shop Rincon. Let me see if we could maybe get a reliever upgrade. Sometimes you can just get reliever upgrades. We're probably just going to get, like, sucky prospects. They would give us Johan Santana. We can't afford him. We can get Lenny DiNardo back. I'm not seeing anybody here, though. That's really an upgrade. Just out of curiosity, we cannot... We would be using all of our money. Would you retain him? Would you retain, like, 50% of this? I kind of want to do this. Granted, we don't have... I want an updated report on him. Like, how much will they eat for Rincon? They're probably not going to eat any of it, but, like, we could just get Johan Santana. And I don't want to give up any of the other guys. Oh, they'll eat 10%. What about 15? What about 15? No? No? Oh, we could throw in a crappy minor league player. Sure, take this first baseman. Okay. I want to see an updated report on this. On Johan. Unless we get to the trade deadline and the report doesn't come in. Okay. Okay, let me open the transactions. Well, not statistics. Transactions. Let's see. Can we do this? Player trade. What team was he on? I don't even remember. Everyone's on different teams now. He was on the White Sox. Okay, White Sox. Let's do it. Fans are going to be super happy. He is now on the team. We have obtained Johan Santana. Hooray! How old is him? He escapes injury. He's 30. His injury proneness is normal. He has a massive contract. But remember, we did dump a lot of our money when we traded away Lee. We have to get rid of Berkman, I think, next. Let me look at our salary, our front office. We have money, but do we get rid of Berkman? And if so, how do we do it? I want Kenley Jansen. I'm not giving you Kenley Jansen. I also don't want this to turn too much into trading simulator, because we did finish bingo, but I do want us to sort of speed through this a little bit. Youkilis and Ramirez. Hopefully the extra pitcher, where did they put him? Where is he? Oh, he's probably DFA. Yeah, okay. You have to either eat a ton of money or attach one of my few good prospects. It's the few good prospects that really is a no for me, because we just don't have anybody. Like, we started with no farm system. And yikes. All right. Freddy Sanchez. Yeah. Cooper, see, like, Cooper, I think, is almost ready to come up. So, same as the left field I traded a bit ago. I could try you to 50%. I tried that earlier, though, like, on the stream, and they didn't do that much. But let's see. Maybe somebody wants Berkman now. we'll try one last time to shop Berkman around, and we'll also try him at 50%. But if I don't see something I like, we're not doing it. And we're gonna Noom through the rest of this. Yeah, nobody wants him. When is his contract done? 2011. So it's not that bad. Like, we could continue. Who knows? Someone might want him. Okay. Into August we go. All right. So Euclid, Tulowitzki, Shields and Valverde, and Reddick and Rogers. So these guys are the ones who are the players of the month. Let's take a look at our standings. It's not franchise killing terrible. We are now in third. The Reds have taken over. Our team not news. I really don't want news. Our team stats are just gonna be awful. Our hitting is terrible. Our pitching is like better. Our hitters just don't want to hit. Like, there's no. They've lost the will to hit. And I have no explanation as to why they won't hit. So we are going to continue to plummet. We were supposed to win 88 games. I don't think that's happening. Oh, we lost Hunter Pence. He's out for the rest of the season. Okay, so let's bring up... I don't even know if we need to bring anyone up. We could bring up Sawyer Carroll. Or do we have anybody... May not even be a bad idea to leave it. Because Berkman will go in right field. Okay, yeah, okay. Looks like Tony Peña's home was robbed. Okay. So we have Players of the Week. We have Teixeira and Cody Ross. Casanova is set to retire. Markakis got a cycle. He's in the bad Orioles uniform. Alright, Rios and Morrison are Players of the Week. We have Joyce and Ramirez. Okay. Oops. Alright, schedule. Let's go through the rest of these 2 months to get to the World Series, which... I wonder who it'll be. We would have to, have an outstanding September with everyone losing. Wandy Rodriguez is out for 3 weeks. Okay, well, he's going to be back, so I'm not going to bring anybody else up. Listen, it's the wrong Orioles uniform. At least next week, I wonder if it'll be messed up next week. It depends on whether or not I put all the mods back in. Lamb on Fire, Player of the Week. Is a deal brewing for Cabrera? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. Alright, the Cardinals are destroying us. The current ones are the wrong ones. Can you imagine? We need, some retro days where they just wear, dead ball uniforms at the park. If they ever do that, we demand they go back to those. If they ever did that, if the Red Sox ever did a historical, dead ball retro day where they wore those uniforms, I would get tickets and show off in full 1900s Edwardian style with a dress and everything. I'd even find a hat to wear. A fancy one. Alright. Okay, so hey, it's Andy Marte. Player of the week. All right, roster expansion. All right, who are the players of the month? So we have Mark Teixeira and Paul Konerko. We had Eric O'Flaherty and Brandon Webb. J.D. Martin and Logan Morrison. The Americans are the Bean Eaters. Well, I think it would have to be the Americans. I mean, unless the Braves want to be the Bean Eaters. Okay, it's September 1st. We stink. That's really what it comes down to. These guys have just. Why won't you hit anything? Why won't you hit anything? I don't understand. It's like they're protesting. Yes, Brandon Webb. Great show, The Americans. I heard it was really good. I never saw it, though. What TV shows do you guys like to watch? Don't forget the parasol. Ooh, yeah, I would have to get a parasol. But yeah, what TV shows do you guys like to watch? I like to watch a lot of like period costume dramas. I also like to watch like Vikings. I've watched that. You're gonna go strict out every time. And you have a team named after your crazy ex-girlfriend. That's. See, why couldn't you lose this much earlier? Now or ever. Both Eleanor Frisbee. Both. J.R. Towels is out for 5 days. Okay, we are just going to set the game strategy. Bench for a week. Rescue Me in Californication. I remember seeing. I remember when Californication was on with like the ads that I would be seeing on TV. But like that's the extent of me. Oh, so Pettit got a no-hitter against the Orioles. And Jurgens got a no-hitter against the Rays. Alright. The New York Yankees are out of playoff contention. The original Futurama counts as old? I don't know. Oh, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I've never heard of that show. I don't watch like any TV. Alright, Jared Jurgens and Troy Tulowitzki are the players of the week. Oh yeah, I tried really hard to get Josh Beckett, and he ended up on the Brewers with their funny dead ball hats. Jay Payton's retiring. Braves are out of the playoffs. MASH has always seemed very interesting. What other shows do I like to watch? I watch a lot of Star Trek. Oh, we got Wandy Rodriguez back, so we're just going to stick him on. MASH has a Twitch channel? That doesn't surprise me, weirdly enough. You know what else is really fun to watch? Like, if you're ever feeling down, old game shows. Okay, Aubrey Huff is out for 8 weeks, so you can complain on the injured list. Alright, George Cotteras and Adrian Gonzalez are the players of the week, and the Nationals are out of the playoffs. Mets easily win the NL East division. You also watch a lot of Star Trek. Okay. It was a pretty progressive show for its time, yeah. I have never watched Twin Peaks, but like I've heard it's pretty good. Still is, yeah. I think the last show I watched was Poldark. But I think the next one I'm gonna watch is I'm trying to rewatch Vikings, but like I'm just my heart isn't in it. I think I'm gonna watch Britannia, which is like Roman occupation of Britannia. I like thrillers. The Killing was excellent. Interesting. Rays have clinched AL East. Cleveland players. Or reinstating the long dormant kangaroo court in the team clubhouse. There's too much horsing around and too many clubhouse faux pas going on in here. Someone's got to step it up and make these guys accountable again, said team leader Ramon Castro with a wide smile on his face. I'm nominating myself as the judge, jury, and executioner. Yeah, that's going to go well. Okay, draft pool revealed. Okay, so no, they didn't. The Rays didn't get the division, but they're guaranteed a spot. Christian Yelich, Xander Bogaerts, Steven Strasburg, Yasmani Grandal, Jacob deGrom, Real Muto, Gary Sanchez, Noah Syndergaard. This is a good draft. Who are we projected to get in the mock draft? Nick Castellanos we're projected to get. Yelich and Bogaerts are going to go first. That makes me sad. Oh, Simba is down here. Interesting. This is a stacked draft. Yeah. Who are we projected to get in the second round? Max Kepler. Okay. Who else is going to go in this round, they think? Cole Calhoun, Robbie Ray, Kiermaier. This is a really good draft. In the third round, well, that would certainly be a choice. We could get Michael Franco. I mean, the problem is these guys, like, aren't necessarily going to... Ooh, Sano. Yeah, Sano's going to be in the first round. All the defense. But the thing is, they don't spawn in like that, so we don't know if they will be. So, Kiermaier in the second round here. Where did he go? Or is, like... I'd put him in right field. You had to configure how to see, like, if we were playing with Recalcon, then like Simba would be the play. I don't know if he will be. He could also end up going way earlier. But yeah, this is a draft. Okay. That's a really exciting draft. All right, moving on. And the minor leagues are starting to end. We have to face Josh Beckett. This won't go well. Well, Mushroom, again, who knows? It could be different in this. Yeah, it did not go well. Okay, Jackie Wilson can come off. We'll put Wilson back on here so he can take over at shortstop. Wainwright's injured. A-Rod gets 2,500. Who got suspended? Gary Sheffield got suspended. Gary Sheffield's disrobing act in yesterday's loss to the Angels at Fenway Park cost him a 3-game suspension. The league office informed the Red Sox today that their first baseman would be suspended for his poor conduct and unacceptable behavior that made a farce out of the game. After being called out on strikes, Sheffield was ejected by the home plate umpire after a heated and animated discussion. In protest for the ejection, he proceeded to throw his bat down, take off his batting gloves, cap, shirt, socks, and shoes, and left them at home plate, refusing to pick them up. When asked about the suspension, Sheffield sheepishly told reporters, "I did a stupid and embarrassing thing. Let's just leave it at that." Oh dear. Oh dear. Philly is out of playoffs for roid rage. And the Padres did not make the postseason. I assume we've been eliminated. How are we not eliminated yet? Yeah, this is way below what we were supposed to do. He walked away in his underwear. No, he was wearing pants. He was wearing pants. Yeah, we are not winning 88 games this season. Okay, no, it said he had the pants on. Alright, now we play the game of how long will it take to get to the end of the season when all the minor leagues end and the game lags. So, but yeah. Like center, half Joey Bell, half Steve Lyons. So Steve Lyons left, he was doing some like casting for the Red Sox, but he's no longer doing it, so I wonder if he'll pop up on another network. Astros have won more than 88 games, including preseason games. I mean, you're not wrong. Our batters just have decided to not hit anything. For some reason. They don't want to. Okay. So, let's see what's gone on this past month. Okay, so the players of the week were Adam Lind and Josh Hamilton. Lions got canned. I think he left. I don't think he was fired. He left. Garen Austin is also gone. Okay, so Toronto is out. Okay, so the Red Sox also made it into the postseason. Someone got busted. Oh, remember, here's the follow-up to the Kangaroo Court. Apparently, the Cleveland Kangaroo Court really is in effect. Youngster Roman Pena was fined $100 by Ramon Castro. That's Roman Pena and Ramon Castro. Ramon and Roman are anagrams of each other for the seemingly harmless infraction of stepping on the team logo in the middle of the clubhouse floor. That's a big no-no, Castro said. Come on, you should know better than that. Walk around the logo. Other teammates agreed as Pena hung his head and Jamin grudgingly forked over a $100 bill. Let this serve as a lesson, added Castro. Don't mess with the Kangaroo Court or you will pay. Port Dog, but did you see that Papelbon, Eucalyptus, Ellis Burks, and Mo Vaughn are now going to be on NESN? Because that's a thing. Okay, so. Alright, we are out of the playoffs and Milwaukee got it. Math says the Twins are out too. Eucalyptus and Prince Fielder got the players of the week. Let's see. Postseason bid ends for St. Louis. San Francisco, and that's the wild card. Okay, so A-Rod and Prince Fielder got the hitters of the week. Pitchers are Matt Garza and Dontrell Willis, and the rookies are Brian Madish and David Phelps. No Daisuke for any of this. And it looks like we have a few more games left for us to just be destroyed in. Oh, save game streak by Cordero. So it looks like Cordero ended up back at the closer position. And Daisuke is out for 4 months. It's the first injury he's gotten with us. Okay, so Freddie Freeman is the Southern Leagues. You were already playing in the majors. You're also... Wow, you have a bad personality, Freddie Freeman. That is not like what you actually are. Okay. So LA is in the postseason. The Rangers are out. Giants win the league. And oh well, I guess when Daisuke gets injured, it's a thing. Alright, last game of the season, and we're gonna lose it, I bet. Oh, we did win it. Okay, the Mets let us win. So we won 10 games less than we were projected to, and Tampa Bay narrowly wins the AL East. Okay, so yeah, I guess Freddie Freeman's already in the majors at age 20. Seattle is AL West. LA is devastated by the playoff elimination. Pedroia got the batting title for the AL, and Tulowitzki got it for the National League. All right, playoffs begin. Let's see. Yeah, at least he only misses one game. So, oh, this would be ugly. Boston versus Tampa Bay, Seattle versus Chicago, LA versus Milwaukee, and New York versus San Francisco. So let's see who wins. All right. And the games are starting. So they need to win 3 out of 5 here. Okay, so yeah, our minor leaguers are retiring. So back to the playoff coverage. And they need to win, again, they need to win 3. So San Francisco could get there. Who do you guys want to win? Okay, well, this isn't accurate at all. The Yankees aren't in the postseason. Yeah, the Yankees were like the first team to be eliminated. So San Francisco is moving on. Everyone else is tied. Okay, the Dodgers and the Giants are gonna have to play. That's ugly. And we'll see with Game 5. Can Seattle win? Seattle and Tampa Bay. Okay. You want the Yankees to win. They did not do well. All right, so we have Seattle and Tampa Bay, and then the Dodgers versus the Giants. Oh boy. Oh boy. So it's 4 games. Suited to the closer role. Is Qualls suited to the closer role? I don't think he is. I mean, you are. Like, you are a closer. We just have better closers than you. Maybe we'll get rid of you. Go Giants. You just don't want the Dodgers to win. I approve of this Seattle getting this far. Okay, we'll see what happens, though. I mean, I don't think they can beat Tampa. Yeah, so Tampa Bay and... Really? Tampa Bay and the Dodgers? Didn't we watch this a few months ago? Okay. Okay. Well, it's 101 games. Alright. We'll have to see what happens here. Alright, we're gonna watch this next game. We'll see if the Rays can do it, or if the Dodgers, or else. Well, I mean, it's possible that they could do it. I mean, let's watch this game. Let's see if the Rays can do it. We'll see who's on this team. Okay, so the Dodgers have Mysterious Tourist, Russell Martin, Vlad Guerrero, Andre Ethier, Kevin Millar, James Loney, Jose Ortiz, Rafael Furcal, Ryan Sweeney, and pitching is David Phelps. The Rays have Melvin Upton, Randy Wynn, Gabby Martinez, Evan Longoria, Ben Zobrist, Carl Crawford, Akinori Iwamura, Bobby Crosby, John Jaso, and Jason Hamill pitching. Is Brett Phillips' clip still around? I don't know. I'm sure it is, but we'll have to see. These guys are pretty evenly matched. We are in Tropicana Field, so can't wait for next week when the new game comes out for Tropicana Field. It looks so much nicer. Okay, so we're going into runners in scoring position. So it looks like Wynn got a home run. So that's good if you're a Rays fan. Okay, so it's Torres is on base for Russell Martin. And, okay, well, he's going to get out, leaving the guy on second. But Vlad Guerrero's up, and he was like a pretty good baseball player, kind of. And he continues to be a pretty good baseball player. Kinda. Okay, there we go. There's the audio. Vlad is DHing. Go, Vlad. Yes, alright. So, let's see if they get out of that. No, they can't. Alright, so the game's tied. All right, Gabby Martinez is on, and Longoria is going to get a base hit. Now it's falling apart. That's a little melodramatic. All right, Zobrist is on. Zobrist is going to strike out, and Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford was an interesting dude. Are they going to double play that? Yes, they will. Okay. So now we have, can the Dodgers do anything? Well, one out. Shift is very in for Russell Martin with guys in scoring position. That's a pop-up. Really? You're going to try to... That was... Okay. By the time the Rays make it to the World Series, they'll be playing without a roof. I mean, they made it in 2008, so this era of Rays wasn't terrible. Okay, so the Rays now have Wynn and Upton on the corners for Gabby Martinez. And they're going to walk it. Bases loaded, no outs for Evan Longoria, who is going to launch that. That's a pop-up. They're going to try to score, and they will score. Okay, so the Rays are in the lead now. Ben Zobrist is up. And he's going to sacrifice. And they're going to get another run in. And Gabby Martinez is out of the game. Carl Crawford is going to be blocked. I think Phelps is getting a little tired here. We'll have to see. Hopefully they'll take him out. Iwamura has grounded that directly to the shortstop, and well, that's it for them. The Rays are great at developing and trading players. They only make it when they have all the contracts lined up by luck. The Rays are a very interestingly run organization. Okay, so the Dodgers have Ortiz on second for Furcal. This would be the tying run. They aren't going to try to score off of that, though. And now Ryan Sweeney is up. He's going to also get a base hit, so the Dodgers will get another run on the board. So we'll have to see here. We have Isturiz up now. And he's going to launch that. That's a pop-up. And they're going to try to score off this, and they will. So the game is now tied again. We're going to run our scoring position. Okay, so we now have two guys on here. Move to a better market, then they'd be amazing. I want the Rays to stay in Tampa. All right, Vlad Guerrero struck out. Okay, so the Dodgers have put Joe Baumel in, and now... well, the Rays are leading again after a home run. Randy Wynn is on second with 2 outs for Joel Guzman. That's pop-up. Okay. Brooklyn and rebuild the Polo Grounds. That would be amazing. Can New York support 3 teams like that? Okay, so we have Kevin Millar and Jose Ortiz on the corners for Furcal. Rays are amazing as it is. I mean, they have a fan... Like, fans don't go to their games, but it seems, like, weird that they would... for them to leave Tampa. Like, it really would be weird. Okay, so the game is tied again. Ryan Sweeney is up, and... Okay, well... That's an error. Can't find it. Error on Iwamura. The Dodgers take the lead. Alright, Taurus is going. Alright, going to pop that up. Alright. Bottom of the 8th. It's the top of the 9th. And Vlad Guerrero and Andre Ethier are on base. That is launched by Millar, but it's a pop-up. It will get the runners to advance. Dodgers are bad for baseball, as are the Yankees. Okay, and the Rays are bad for baseball. I think all of them are good. All right. Loney is going to hit, and Ooh, went over the head of the center fielder. O'Flaherty is going to score. The Dodgers are going to continue their lead there. So it is now 7-4 Dodgers. And, well, James Loney is on second. Jose Ortiz is up here. All right, so new pitcher, Chris Mason. Well, that didn't really help them, considering that the ball went all the way over there. You know what we can agree is great for baseball, though? Mascots. Some of the mascots are fantastic. It is now 8-4. The Dodgers are still winning. Furcall is up, and he is going to pop that one up. So, also, something to consider as we go into this last inning. What are we doing next week? Do we want to, before we continue here, do you guys want us to continue the save? Should we set up for the next franchise, or do we want something that's a tutorial? Type what you want. We're going to do whatever most people say. So now is the chance to have your voice heard. Okay, so let's watch this inning for the Rays. And, well, okay. So Crosby didn't do well. Use these Astros and show up the new features. Math is good. The library we did 22. It's good for baseball. See, my issue, Mushroom, is these guys are like, I don't know if using these guys as a tutorial is a good idea. Mathis will get a live card in Perfect Team 22. That's great for baseball. Yes. All right. So it's 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. We have Melvin Upton up. And, well, the game's over, so it's going to a game 7. We're not going to watch the final game. We're just going to sim it, and we'll see. And, well, let's simulate the game. And the Tampa Bay Rays win their first ever World Series. You anti-Dodgers fans, get your wish. Okay, so we are going to sim to the offseason. Kershaw going to blow it? I mean, Kershaw wasn't pitching. Was he? Oh, he was pitching. Yeah, he was. I'm silly. Yeah, Rip Kershaw. But yeah, so again, my concern is if we're going to do a tutorial, we're probably not going to do the Astros, just because I don't think these guys would be a good idea. I think if we were to do a tutorial, we would start a new save in 22. Just because I don't want to deal with any bugs from importation should they happen. But it seems like you guys want some sort of tutorial. So I will think about that with how we can work that in. These guys also just don't want to hit, like, at all for some inexplicable reason. All right, so let's do let's do the arbitration stuff, and then we're gonna end the stream. So we're just waiting for the game to load. So the new game is coming out next week. So it's on Tuesday is the Fast Spring launch, and then if you're on Steam, that is on Friday. Going to be. Yeah, there's never a time to do a tutorial. It's when a new game drops. Yes. Yes. Okay. So now we're just checking the logos. But yeah, so what team are you guys going to be starting with? In the new game? Because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided. So I'm curious to know what you guys are picking. Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh's a really popular one for 21 as well. A lot of people have done Pittsburgh. Ooh, you're thinking about doing a live start with the Rangers. That could be fun. And you're gonna do the Rockies. Yes, I believe you did mention that before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually do live starts. I mean, I probably will do a live start test just to look at new features and such, but I don't know what team I'm going to do for that. For historical teams, for non-imported stuff, because I'm going to import a lot of my saves, we're probably going to end up doing the 1916 Phillies at some point. Roleplay is Chris Young. You don't really see the point to restart your historical as the game hasn't changed drastically. Yeah, I know a lot of people are also getting it for Perfect Team, which is fair. And Cito's doing the Orioles. That'll be really interesting. Orioles are in a very weird spot right now. Alright, season's over. Didn't do well. I'm sure our owner hates us. Oh, our fan loyalty increased. Alright. I was reading the magazine that mentioned the team's disappointing performance this year. Performance like we had this year brings down the team's reputation. No, it just brings down your reputation because you're the one that is limiting our scouting budget. We need to get back to winning ways sooner rather than later. You might start with the Rockies for their rebuild. Ooh, interesting. 2 Rockies players. Improves team stats. Maybe you missed my email about improving our pathetic bullpen ERA, or did you not understand what I was asking of you? No, I understood it. My players just didn't listen. At least I hope this lack of effort was a mistake and not ignoring what I asked of you. I mean, I do ignore you, but that's beside the point. Transferring your historical into the new game, though, that would be killer, yeah. Build your farm. I have to say, I'm not too thrilled about our current prospect pool. I know I gave you some time to complete this task, but it definitely looks like you need to put in a little bit more effort to improve your pool. Not my fault. You need to give me more money. Long term. I gave you a goal in 2007 of making the playoffs in a few seasons. My deadline is not up, but it's very close. However, I'm not sure I feel too confident right now. I won't jump to conclusions, but I hope to see some progress towards this next year. I am worried with your performance in accomplishing the goals I have given you. What are you going to do? Fire me? I feel similarly about your handling with the team's on-field and front office management. Well, he's actually like a really bad owner, so I can bring him up. In our new budget, are you lowering my budget? No, it's. Oh, you've increased my scouting budget. How kind of you. How kind of you. He's a really bad owner. I want him to like not be my owner. He's controlling and he's meddling. Like he's patient and his goal is profit, but he's controlling and meddling, and that's really, really not good. Enjoy challenge and they're pretty horrible. And you're gonna try the Blue Jays. Alright, good luck with that. Okay, so let's look at the arbitration stuff. Daisuke wants 2 million. How about 1 million? We're not gonna win this one, but I can try. So let's change that. Felipe Paulino wants 2 million. How about 1 million? You have no problem wishing death upon people and out of the park. He needs to go. Wandy, okay, I'm okay with this. We'll leave that. I'm okay with this. Hunter Pence wants 4 million. How about 2 million? Because, like, yeah. and Tim Raines, that's fine. All right, we don't have any pending free agents, but we do have pending free agents without compensation. Okay, I have to think about these guys. But yeah, I think that is going to do it. It sounds like you guys want some sort of tutorial next week. So I will think about how we can best implement that, whether that's continuing with some sort of version of this save, or some sort of new franchise where we talk about like just basic concepts with how we look at players and how we build them, which could be something. But since it seems like we wanted something tutorial-esque, I will do that for you guys next week. But yeah, so everyone have fun playing the new game, whether it's on Tuesday or Friday. You guys have been a fantastic audience. Everyone stay hydrated. It looks like all of the giveaway winners have messaged me, so I will make sure to get you your packs or get your information to the people who will give you your points as soon as possible. And yeah, tomorrow DRC is doing the Perfect League World Series at like sometime between 6 and 7 p.m. That would be Eastern time, and then Dishnet has, I believe, Perfect Team Weekly Prep at 9 p.m. unless he's doing something different because new game. You can catch me on my own channel doing fun out of the park stuff most days of the week. But you can also catch me here. Yes, everyone also wear sunscreen. You can catch me here again on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We'll be doing more of the 9 innings crossover. So if you play 9 innings, you can join for both drops and new rewards. But next week, I guess we will do more stuff on the new game. Yay! Okay, so thank you all, and I will see you guys next week.